What if you can log in on the release of Ashes of Creation, and at level 1, you can look like an endgame raider? Some of you will be able to do that, and others, not so much. Let's talk about it. Right now, if you've been following Ashes of Creation in its creative process, then you're probably aware of the purchasable monthly cosmetic packages they have been selling every month. These monthly packs are limited time offered and won't come back on sale ever again, hence FOMO cosmetics. In these packs, you can purchase costumes, which are basically transmog that will go over your leveling gear. On screen, you will see some of these costumes from past packages. Steven confirmed back in December of 2021 that these costumes can be applied at the starting level. Does this bode well for people logging into the game and people looking vastly different from everyone else's basic starting armor? In my opinion, yes it does. Visual progression matters. It matters so much that people tend not to play MMOs where the best stuff you can earn is in the cash shop. Steven has also talked about this as well, where he said that the best looking armor will be in-game earned. The other thing I want to mention about the monthly cosmetic costumes is that you can't transmog a certain piece of that costume. Your character must wear the entire thing or nothing at all. I believe you can hide your helm of the costumes, but that's it. Back to the visual progression. Some of these costume sets look very good and provide that instant visual difference compared to someone who isn't wearing a costume. People want to stand out from others, and if Intrepid sticks to having people wear costumes at level 1, it could be perceived that Ashes is just another visual pay-to-win MMO. So what can Intrepid do about this? Just to mention that I am not against cosmetics in MMO cash shops. I think one MMO that does it very well is Final Fantasy XIV. There isn't much gear from the Final Fantasy store that looks like you just stepped out of a raid. Most of the gear is very casual in nature and probably doesn't appeal much to endgame raiders. They cater to their RP community mostly. Now, today in Ashes of Creation costumes / cosmetics have been looking more and more plain. Why is this the case now? In my opinion, they are toning down the costumes because more and more people are tuning into the project. I believe the monthly cosmetics will continue to go down this path of generic looking sets and costumes. So, how can I look like an endgame raider when the packages have been getting more and more generic? The answer is simple. You won't. Getting into the real meat of this video is the have and the have-nots. The people who have backed Intrepid Studios since the beginning, or just early enough to grab those really sweet looking costumes, and the people who are just tuning in now. FOMO sucks. I can understand that people will feel frustrated that they didn't purchase something earlier when it is now not as visually appealing. The best example I can give people is cryptocurrency. We all wish we can go back to 2011 and purchase Bitcoin at $10, but sadly, all you can do is purchasing where it currently stands, which is roughly 19,000. The people who backed Intrepid early when they were calling this MMO a scam, it's never coming out, go play something else. Let's be honest, people are still saying that about Ashes of Creation. Those backers, if they bought some of those cosmetics, are going to be rewarded for doing so compared to the people who are just finding out about the project now. In my opinion, rightfully so. So should those same backers be able to wear those costumes they purchased at level 1? Sadly, no, they shouldn't. People may already be down in the comments section typing vigorously about how wrong I am and how their visual progression shouldn't matter to others. The reality is that it does. It's why people do harder level content to get that better looking armor set with some lightning animations on their shoulders when the other one doesn't do that. Again, people want to stand out from other players. Me personally want a visual progression that all players, buyers of cosmetics, and the people who hadn't purchased anything must adhere to. We know that Ashes of Creation will take some time to level. I can think of one of two different ways that Intrepid could handle purchasable costumes and when players can equip them. The first method is a simple time gate, whether it's the first day of the live launch or the first 3 days. Then, after that, it's fair game to wear whatever you purchased. The second method is to level cap when you can apply costumes. Personally, I think level 10 would be a fair level to apply whatever costumes you wish. At least for the first 10 levels, everyone will have roughly the same visual progression, and big streamers or YouTubers won't see people right away when they log in looking vastly different from their character. So what do you think about players being able to equip these costumes from the monthly cosmetic packages at level 1? Do you care about this, or it doesn't matter to you at all? I really want to see what you guys think about this down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.